Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Christian Academy, the home of the Conquerors. It is Superhero Night here on the west side of Jacksonville, and the Conquerors are playing host to the Spartans of St. John's Country Day School. The junior varsity match just about to get underway. Yes, we are a little behind schedule. That's because the Independent Middle School Conference volleyball team took on the Stallions of the Providence School of Jacksonville. Unfortunately for the Conquerors, Providence ended up winning that one in straight sets. So we are ready now to begin the junior varsity matchup between St. John's Country Day and Trinity Christian Academy. The varsity match was scheduled to begin at 6:30. That's going to be delayed. That's all right. Pull up a chair and watch some very good junior varsity volleyball here at Trinity Gymnasium. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean is back on camera here tonight as we are getting ready for the first serve. St. John's will have that first serve, and getting us underway will be number 7, Grace Knight. The head coach of the Spartans, Ms. Jenna Lawrence, formerly Ms. Jenna Williams, a graduate of Trinity Christian Academy and a former student of mine. Great to see Jenna out there on the court and leading the Spartans, but the first point of the night goes to the Conquerors. Sophomore Darcy Cruz now serving for Trinity Christian Academy. And this one headed back towards Haney. Cruz sets up Taylon Graham. Avery Schultz ready on the defensive side a moment ago, but that overhead return effort lines up out of bounds, and the Conquerors have scored the first 2 points. The head coach of the JV Conquerors, Mr. Joe Contoys, in his 3rd season. He is assisted by his wife, Hannah Contoys, in her 3rd season. The principal of Trinity Christian Academy is Dr. Robert Kinder Sr., the father-in-law of Miss Amanda Kinder, whom you just heard speak, and Brady's grandfather. The athletic directors at TCA are Verlin Dormany and Associate Athletic Director John Murphy. And that's the first point on the board for the Spartans. It's 2-1 in favor of the Conquerors. And heading back to serve will be Nadia Al-Awadi. Hopefully you're pronouncing that correctly. Hey Spartans fans, thanks for joining us here on TCA Conquerors Athletics. Conquerors fans as well, let us know you're watching. Just put a comment in there. Haney's kill attempt was outside the post, so out of bounds. Doesn't matter where the ball lands. Ball crosses on the wrong side of the post, it is automatically out of bounds. Al-Awadi now with the serve. We're tied at 2. Trinity got the first 2. St. John's has come back now with 3 in a row and has taken a 3-2 lead. So now the Spartans serving with their first lead of the night. Al-Awadi with the serve. And that one is wide of the stripe. Avery Haney with the attempt, but St. John's is up to a 4-2 lead. Good line drive serve by Al-Awadi. Chased down by Allie Haney, and a really nice return by the libero Kelsey Flowers. Mistimed leap gets the Conquerors the point. They're back to within 1 at 4-3. Trinity scored the first 2. St. John's ripped off 4 in a row, and the Conquerors are now within 1 at 4-3. This is sophomore Avery Haney with the serve. And the point for the Conquerors ties us up at 4. Avery Haney wears number 4. Allie Haney, she wears number 5. And this is Avery now serving for the Conquerors. That was a terrific low line drive serve and a great diving play on the defense. A moment ago, that was Gianna Lentini, the libero for the Spartans. And it eventually results in the point to give the Spartans back the lead at 5-4. Big play by Gianna Lentini led to that point as she dove and dug one off the court on a vicious serve from Haney. Substitution now for St. John's. Coming in is Brooke Boley, and she'll head back to serve. with her team leading 5-4. That's this one right towards center court, and a point for the Conquerors. That one into the net. And we're tied at 5. Varsity Conquerors will be wearing the Spider-Man uniforms tonight. Superhero night again in honor of Brady Kinder. That serve out of bounds. It is St. John's ball, and the Spartans lead 6-5. This is Becca Jacobs now serving for St. John's. Third hit from Haney, right inside the back line. In between where the volleyball line is and the basketball free throw line, that long blue rectangle, that's where the ball hit. And the Conquerors have tied it up at 6. Sophomore Peyton Martin ready to serve for TCA. Right at Lentini. She sends it forward, and double team action at the front of the net. That was Grace Cortez Cordova teaming up with Haney, and the Conquerors get the point. Allie Haney that was, right up front, and a really good line drive serve from Peyton Martin. Tomorrow night, varsity football at Bowls, and that's going to be one of the biggest games in the entire state of Florida. Tell you more about that in just a moment as Martin serves. Martin now from her knees keeps the ball off the floor, and the kill from Allie Haney, and the Conquerors lead 9-6. Varsity football at Bowls tomorrow night at 7:30. You can listen live to Joel Milligan and me beginning at 7:15 with the pregame show on MixLR. And go to MixLR.com or download the MixLR app and search Trinity Christian Academy Jacksonville, and you'll be able to listen live radio style as the Conquerors play one of the biggest rivals they've ever had in the Bulldogs from the Bowls School of Jacksonville. 10-6 now in favor of Trinity Christian Academy. Peyton Martin on a nice little run of serves and a good line drive. That one sent back over. That was Haney in the back of the court making a great play. Kelsey Flowers kept it off the floor, and Haney sent it up front, and now both teams volleying this one very well, and an excellent return. That was Brooke Pickett, number 17 for the Spartans, who came close to your screen, got the return, and now we have a call in the backcourt, originally called inbounds and then overturned out of bounds, and the Spartans get the point. It is 10-7. Brooke Pickett now serving. That's the young lady who made that great play right in front of your screen a moment ago. Valiant effort from Gianna Lentini, but she comes up a little short, and the Conquerors lead 11-7. Conquerors football and Bowls, both 5 wins, no losses, entering play on week 6 tomorrow night. That is at Bowls. Obviously, we want everyone to be able to attend in person, but listen live if you can't. Again, that's MixLR.com. Search Trinity Christian Academy Jacksonville. And that was Pickett with the hit. Ended up in the point to bring Spartans back to within 3 at 11-8. Substitution now for St. John's. Heading back onto the court is Lily Weldon. And making room for Weldon is Brooke Boley. And now serving Gianna Lentini. Lentini gets her whistle and the serve. She made a terrific diving dig a few minutes ago that eventually led to a point for her team. That time, though, Haney able to get the kill onto the court, and a point for the Conquerors, who lead at 12-8. Sophomore Kelsey Flowers now serving for the Conquerors. Spartans brought a really good crowd with them, and I'm sure this gym will be jam-packed as people make their way to the west side, and especially the Conquerors athletes on the other teams finish up their practices for the evening and head on into the gym like they always do. 13-8 in favor of the Conquerors. Flowers ready. Here's a serve. That one is on the court, and a really nice play from Nadia Al-Awadi. She directed that ball and landed it perfectly on the open floor just inside the line. Could not have placed it any better. Grace Knight back onto the court, now serving for St. John's, looking to cut into a current 4-point deficit. Trinity leads 13-9. That is Taylor Graham with the kill, and the Conquerors are up by 5. Taylor Graham, a sophomore, went up high and got a perfect direction right to the center of the court. Darcy Cruz now serving. Conquerors lead 14-9. Cruz gets her whistle, sizes up the ball, and gets a good line drive serve right at Pickett. Graham with the tap. On the defense was Avery Schultz, but the return comes up short, and the Conquerors lead by 6. It is 15-9. Cruz ready once again. Up for the kill goes Alawadi, but Flowers is ready on defense. Another great diving dig from Gianna Lentini. That young lady has made a couple of those plays already tonight. And the kill attempt off a Conqueror defender and onto the floor from Nadia Alawadi. And 15-10, St. John's leads. Alawadi back serving after making a really nice hit, but that serve goes a little too far and out of bounds, and the Conquerors lead 16-10. Joel and I will have that pregame show at 7:15 tomorrow night. That was a terrific serve from Haney. Avery Haney with the ace gives the Conquerors a 7-point lead. And our first timeout of the night goes to the Spartans with the score Trinity Christian 17 and St. John's 10. Take a look at some of the upcoming games for both the Spartans and the Conquerors. And as we usually do, we will begin with our visitors. After tonight, St. John's will play Duval Charter on Monday the 4th. Normally, the JV and the varsity teams go with each other. We're looking at the varsity schedule on Max Preps, but Monday the 4th, it is St. John's versus Duval Charter, a neutral game. I don't see exactly where that will be played. Tuesday the 5th, St. John's is at Peniel Baptist Academy in Palatka. Thursday the 7th, home game against Bishop Snyder. And a couple more games to finish the regular season. Wednesday the 13th at St. Francis Catholic in Gainesville. And then home against St. Augustine's St. Joseph's Academy to finish out the season on October 15th. And we'll go through the Conquerors' remaining schedule and we get an opportunity at the next stop and play. All right, now Avery Haney gets us back underway, and a point for the Conquerors, who lead now 18-10. We will tell you that the JV team has the JV Festival at JJVA on October 2nd. That's this coming Saturday. Haney's serve into the net. Point for the Spartans. It's 18-11 in favor of the Conquerors. And now checking in for St. John's, wearing number 1 is Rowan Fix. Now serving Brooke Boley. This one is set up for Haney. The kill is good. Allie Haney with the kill. That is what she does best. And it is 19-11 in favor of the Conquerors. Taylor Graham ready to serve now for TCA to try to give them the 20-point mark. Serve out of bounds, however, point for St. John's. 19-12 is the score. Substitution for St. John's. Number 4, Becca Jacobs checks in, and she heads back to serve. Making room for Jacobs is Avery Schultz heading off. 7-point lead for the Conquerors. There's Haney. Her kill attempt, though, she got on top of that one too much. Knocked it into the net, so a point for St. John's. Jacobs with the serve for the Spartans. Aubrey Eden made a nice hit, and the ball whistled dead. Net violation called against the Spartans, and the Conquerors have hit that 20-point mark. Substitution for TCA. Peyton Martin checks in and heads back to the server's line. Fans are still coming into the gymnasium, and we expect another packed crowd, especially as the varsity game gets underway. Peyton Martin ready to serve. Conquerors lead 20-13. Good sidearm return from Brooke Pickett, rather. But the point for the Conquerors. Grace Cortez Cordova finds a lot of open hardwood and plops that one down to give the Conquerors a 21-13 lead. Martin served up 4 points in a row earlier in set number 1. This is the first in the best 2 out of 3. In case you joined us late, we started about half an hour late. Allie Haney into the net. Point for the Spartans. 21-14 is the score. Brooke Pickett now serving for St. John's. That one into the net. Conquerors need just 3 more points to win set number 1. Allie Haney ready to serve what she hopes are these 3 points. Not going to happen this time, however, as that one goes into the net, and it's 22-15. Conquerors still lead. And a substitution will send Lily Weldon onto the court. Making room will be Brooke Boley, and now serving Gianna Lentini. And a point for the Spartans. 22-16 is the score. Lentini gets the whistle, serves toward the back, and out of bounds. So the Conquerors 2 points away from winning the first set. Kelsey Flowers trying to serve up those final 2 points. Jump serve to the back of the court. Third hit is good from Grace Knight. Good awareness from Knight, but then Taylor Graham smacks that one down onto the floor, and the Conquerors have 24. And no, the call is overturned. Net violation called against Graham, so the point goes to the Spartans. I didn't notice that at first. This is Grace Knight with the serve for St. John's. Haney toward the back of the court. That one took a nosedive before going out of bounds. That ball had some top spin to it, and now the Conquerors have 24. That was an excellent hit from Allie Haney. Had some spin to it, kind of like a slider that a baseball pitcher would throw. Darcy Cruz now serving the potential set point. And Cruz with the serve toward the back of the court. Lentini sends it up front. And a kill is good from Nadia Alawadi, keeping the Spartans alive on a terrific hit. And for her reward, she gets to go back and serve. Nadia Alawadi ready to serve for the Spartans. And that serve is out of bounds, and that is point number 25. Trinity Christian wins the first set, 25-18. And the Conquerors will now look to finish this one in 2. Before we go to break, we'll finish up the junior varsity schedule. We told you about the JV Festival on Saturday. Game times and opponents are still to be announced. Monday night is senior night here at Trinity Gymnasium. The JV will play Flagler Palm Coast at 5:30, and the varsity will follow. The next JV game afterward will be at Bishop Snyder on October 12th. Beginning at 5:30, the JV varsity doubleheader and the season finale right here on the home court on October 14th when the Conquerors have Ridgeview High School here in the gymnasium, 5:30 and 6:30. We'll take a break and we'll come back for set number 2. You're watching Conquerors Junior Varsity Volleyball on TCA Conquerors Athletics. Set number 2 ready to begin, and Darcy Cruz will get us back underway. The Conquerors won the first 25-18. That one may have gone out of bounds, but it was kept in play, and a point for the Spartans. That ball whistled dead by a double hit violation. So 1-0 in favor of St. John's. Conquerors plead their case, but they're not going to win the call, and St. John's gets the first point. Grace Knight ready to serve, leading 1-0. a serve from Knight. Right at midcourt. This one's set up for Aubrey Eden and defended well by Knight coming up from the server's line. And Taylor Graham knocks that one straight down. Return effort hits the net, and the Conquerors have tied it up at 1. Avery Haney now serving for TCA. Lentini lost her footing trying to make the overhead return, and the Conquerors get the point. That's Avery Haney to the back of the court. Sent up front from Pickett. Kill attempt from Lily Weldon, but the Conquerors defend well. However, the return effort into the nylon, and a really nice play up front moments before by Weldon eventually led to the point. St. John's and the Conquerors tied at 2 in set number 2. Nadia El Awadi now serving for St. John's. Allie Haney with the kill attempt, but she hit it too strong and out of bounds. 3-2 Spartans lead. Al Awadi trying to extend a current 1-point lead, but her serve is too strong. So we're tied at 3. Taylor Graham now serving for the Conquerors. Grace Cortez Cordova checks in and heads to the line right up in front of the net. Brooke Boley back on the court now for St. John's. Taylor Graham serving. Nice job by Avery Schultz to keep the ball alive, but the return goes out of bounds, and the Conquerors lead 4-3. Schultz reached over the sideline to keep the ball in play. Very nice effort. That serve from Graham too strong, and we're tied at 4. Substitution for St. John's. Checking in is Olivia Clark. She will serve, and Rowan Fix also onto the court for Coach Jenna Lawrence. Clark with the serve. Sent back up front. Haney, kill attempt to the back of the court. Clark from her knees. And Grace Knight tried to track it down, but that ball was out of her reach, and the Conquerors lead 5-4. Peyton Martin back onto the court. Aubrey Eden makes room. Martin serving with her team leading 5-4. And that serve goes into the net. And we're tied at 5. Becca Jacobs now back in for the Spartans, and she's ready to serve. And the ace from Becca Jacobs puts the Spartans back out in front, 6-5. This one's set up for Haney. And Haney, though, into the net, and some double team action up front. Knight and Fix. And the Spartans lead by 2. That one was tipped by Cruz at the net. Ball still alive. Haney goes at Alawadi, who sends it back up front. Haney with the sidearm return. Set up for Pickett, but a block up front. Both Cruz and Cortez Cordova block the kill attempt, and the Conquerors get the point. Allie Haney now serving with Trinity trailing 7-6. And that one just beyond the line. Struck well, but a little too well, actually, and now St. John's leads 8-6. Pickett with a really good line drive serve. And an unforced error from Haney makes it a 3-point Spartans lead. Coach Conquerors will call timeout with the score: St. John's Country Day 9, Trinity Christian 6. And we'll be back in just a minute here on TCA Conquerors Athletics. Play is about to resume with St. John's leading 9-6. The Conquerors are without freshman Hannah Ferguson. She is out with a leg injury. Fortunately, nothing too serious. A few more weeks and Hannah will be all right. Hopefully she'll be able to get a little bit more action right before the season comes to end. That is Allie Haney with the kill attempt, but into the net, and now the Spartans have their biggest lead of the night at 10-6. 4-point lead. Brooke Pickett still serving for St. John's. Might have gone out of bounds, but kept in play. Haney with the kill and the point for the Conquerors. Park went down and kept it off the court, but in the process, the ball hit off the body of Becca Jacobs. Conquerors benefit, get the point. Still trailing by 3 at 10-7. Kelsey Flowers trying to change that. And Flowers does change that with a good serve to pull the Conquerors to within 2. And Flowers again with the serve. And Flowers with the ace to pull Trinity within a point at 10-9. And now Conquerors could very well tie this one up. Last time we did a home live stream, Kelsey Flowers served up 14 consecutive points. And a kill attempt from Nadia Al-Awadi makes it a 2-point lead again for St. John's. 11-9 Spartans lead as they send Brooke Boley back onto the court for Rowan Fix. And Boley will head back to serve. Lily Weldon also coming back in for St. John's. Boley with the serve right toward the center of the court. Taylor Graham with the kill, and not much was going to stop her on that one. Her eyes lit up when she saw that opportunity, and she pulled the Conquerors to within a point. (11-10) St. John's with the lead. And a whistle on the serve, an illegal formation, gives the Conquerors the point, and we're tied at 11. Now Darcy Cruz is looking to put her team back out in front. Spartans have led most of the way through set number 2 after Trinity won the first 25-18. Here comes a third hit. It's good from Brooke Pickett. And a whistle with the ball in flight. Point for the Conquerors. A double hit violation called against St. John's, and the Conquerors lead 12-11. Coach Lawrence is sending her captain, Grace Knight, over to speak with the official. I'm guessing about that last call. The call went the Conquerors' way, and it's 12-11. Double hit violation was the call. Call will stand, and Darcy Cruz gets the whistle. And here's a serve, and that one into the net, and that ties us up at an even dozen apiece. Substitution for St. John's will send Avery Schultz in for Becca Jacobs. Grace Knight ready to serve. Graham went up as if to kill, backed the defenders away from the net, and just gently tapped that one down into the opened up area. So Trinity Christian leads by 1 at 13-12. Toward the back of the court. Flowers with the return. Nice play by Cruz and Haney. And this one is inside the line. I believe that was Alawadi, if I saw that correctly, tying us up at 13 each. Nadia Alawadi getting ready to try to put her team out in front. We are tied at 13. And Alawadi gets the whistle to serve right at Flowers, who sends this one up front. Haney with the kill, but out of bounds. So St. John's leads 14-13. Fans who are looking for the varsity matchup, hang on. We have a really good JV game going on. Trinity won the first set 25-18. St. John's leads number 2 at the moment 14-13. Of course, the varsity match will definitely get started probably past 7:15 if I'm estimating correctly. Unless this goes 3 sets here in the JV game. And if it keeps going like this, we may have that third set. Spartans lead 15-13, and they've been on a nice little run. We had a seesaw affair for the past several minutes, and now the Spartans lead by 2. Alawadi with the serve. Flowers, a good sidearm delivery. This one is set up for Pickett, but Haney on the defense. And here comes Allie Haney toward the back of the court, inbounds. She just placed it over the defense and kept it inbounds, and Trinity is back to within 1 at 15-14. Taylor Graham trying to tie things up. Double team at the net by Cortez Cordova and Haney, and the point for the Conquerors. 15-15. Graham now looking to put the Conquerors ahead, and she does just that with the ace. St. John's playing mid-court and closer, and Graham snuck it over their heads and kept it in bounds. Trinity leads by 1. That serve, though, into the net to tie the score at 16. Two substitutions now for St. John's. Olivia Clark and Rowan Fix both headed back out onto the court. And Olivia Clark ready to serve what she hopes is the go-ahead point for St. John's. And a little indecision from Haney, and that cost the Conquerors the point. Clark and the Spartans now lead 17-16, and Clark with the serve to the back of the court. Pickett with the return that would have landed out of bounds. Cruz kept it in play. Conquerors make the return. Haney, the tap, and the game-tying point. Those are the varsity Conquerors wearing those superhero capes, and we'll see a lot more of them in just a little while. Superhero night here at Trinity Gymnasium. Peyton Martin now with the serve, and tapped up into the air, and now Alawadi with the return. Flowers drops to her knees, and Haney with the kill attempt, and very well defended by Clark in the backcourt. Set up again for Haney, and tipped, deflected, and the ball landed inbounds as well, so a point for the Conquerors. This seesaw affair continues to go back and forth, and at the moment, Trinity leads 18-17. Of course, if the Conquerors get the 25, that will finish off set number 2 and the match. St. John's trying to force a third and final set. Return effort, however, from Schultz comes up short, and the Conquerors lead 19-17. Peyton Martin now serving. Pickett right at Flowers. And Haney again with the kill attempt, deflected off the front line, and Trinity has hit that 20-point mark. 20-17 is our score. Peyton Martin serves to the back of the court. Third hit is good from Alawadi. No, the officials are saying it hit off the low-hanging curtain rod across the floor, and then the ball crossed over the net, so that is considered out of bounds. There's a curtain rod hanging a few feet down below the rafter, and that's where the ball ticked. And the Conquerors just a couple of points away now from finishing off the match, but we'll have ourselves a timeout with the score, Trinity 22, St. John's 17. Conquerors 3 points away from finishing off the match in straight sets, and Peyton Martin will try to get those final 3 points. Avery Schultz goes too far, and it's 23-17. Peyton Martin, 2 more points for her to get for her team. Alawadi tipped it off the net and onto the floor. Martin, a valiant effort. She came up a little short. St. John's pulls to within 5 at 23-18, but the Spartans need to rally. Five-point Conquerors lead, and make that a 4-point Conquerors lead. Ace from Becca Jacobs. 23-19, Conquerors in the lead. Jacobs trying to cut into that deficit, and she does just that as she has given her team the 20th point. 23-20, Spartans are trying to mount the comeback. It was 23-18 just a moment ago. And Jacobs ready with the serve. That ball deflected and lands out of bounds, and Trinity is 1 point away from winning the match. 24-20 is the score. Allie Haney trying to serve up match point. Alawade right back at Haney in the back of the court. This is Avery Haney. And the defense in the back. This one tracked down well by Knight, and a good successful return from Pickett. However, it is Grace Cortez Cordova finishes off the match, and the Conquerors win in 2 sets. 25-20 in set number 2, 25-18 in the first. So the Conquerors Junior Varsity has won this match, and thank you to Miss Nancy Suttle letting us know she's watching Kelsey Flowers and the Conquerors all the way from West Virginia. Thank you, Miss Suttle, for letting us know. We hope you're able to stick around and watch the varsity match. We're going to end this feed now. Look for the red live indicator when we go live before the varsity match, which I'm approximating at about 7:10 to 7:15 p.m. Thank you for joining us here on TCA. introduce the lineups in just a moment. First, we'd like to ask you to please stand for prayer and national anthem. Let us pray. Lord Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for allowing the Kinder family to be able to do their work for the kids in need. We ask you to continue to bless the Kinders and the foundation and all those who have given their time and their resources, Father. We ask you to protect these young ladies on the court, keep them free from any harm or injury, give the Spartans a good safe trip back home tonight, Father. Number one above all, that we remember to worship you, our Lord and Savior. In your name we pray. Amen. And good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Christian Academy, the home of the Conquerors, and we're ready for the varsity matchup between the Spartans and the Conquerors. The Spartans from St. John's Country Day School in Orange Park, Florida, just one county south and really about 15 miles away from Trinity Christian Academy. And hello to Jacqueline Malavini Hopefully you said that right eventually. Watching the Conquerors and Allie Tamaris all the way up north from Michigan. Thanks for letting us know that you are tuning in to us here on TCA Conquerors Athletics. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, the cameraman, and we're just moments away from the varsity matchup. JV went to the Conquerors in straight sets. Conquerors won 25-18 and 25-20. It wasn't easy. St. John's put up a terrific battle, but the Conquerors came away with the win. Middle school Conquerors, unfortunately, though, fell to the Providence School of Jacksonville on this court. Brooks gets the point and the serve back the Conquerors' way. 33 kills coming into tonight's play. And here is Sheridan Beck. And the senior serving at 94.7% success rate. Here's Amaria King. Her kill attempt, though, goes out of bounds, and it's 3-2 in favor of the Conquerors. Jacobs will head off. Heading onto the court will be freshman Bryn White, and now serving is senior Kinley Hall. She has 14 aces as we start play tonight. Make that 15 as that one goes off Cruz and out of bounds, and that ties us up at 3. St. John's has beaten some pretty good competition. Orange Park, Peniel Baptist, Harvest Community, Beaches Chapel, St. Joseph's Academy, Duval Charter, St. Francis Catholic, Orange Park, and Beaches Chapel again. And they're coming off a 3-0 win last night against Florida Deaf and Blind. Trinity won the earlier matchup this season down in Orange Park at St. John's. Amaria King's kill attempt is good. That's her first successful kill of the night. We've been following Amaria King all season long, and she is one of the best in the entire state of Florida. That is her 257th kill this season. You heard me correctly, 256 kills, and the Conquerors have played just 15 matches. Some of those were 2-set matches in the tournament, the River City Classic. There's King going up again, this time deflected at the net, and a point for the Spartans. Doing the honors at the net were Ashlyn Anderson and Bryn White, and we're tied at 4. Anderson, 27 aces. She's at the line. That one, however, goes into the net, and a point for the TCA Conquerors. Amaria King will head back to serve. Amaria King has 28 aces and a 90.6 success rate on her serves. This is a freshman who's going to make a lot of noise in the coming years. That one goes into the net, however, and we're tied at 5. And now serving for St. John's is Emma Gonzalez, 17 aces as we start play tonight. That is Ariel Ross, a freshman, and she knocks it down onto the court and gets the Conquerors back the lead. Ariel with her 79th kill of the season, and now serving is senior Allie Carter. 29 aces as we start play and a 95.7% success rate. That was Bryn White trying to knock that one away from the Conquerors, but she got on top of it a little too much, and the Conquerors have the 7-5 lead. Allie Carter back at the line for Trinity Christian. It is Superhero Night here on the west side in honor of Brady Kinder and the Brady Kinder Foundation. Hopefully you were able to hear Miss Amanda Kinder as the game started. That one called inbounds, and the Conquerors lead 8-5. The unfortunate, tragic passing of their 4-year-old son, Brady, 6 years ago. But since then, they have done a wonderful job helping kids in need all around the Jacksonville communities. Hadley Dantzler comes up short on the kill attempt. It is 8-6, the Conquerors lead. Kate Jacobs back onto the court. She is now serving. 23 aces as we start play tonight. Brady Kinder Foundation you can find on Facebook. Kill attempt wide of the stripe and out of bounds. The attempt by Lauren Mateo. A large number of Spartans fans in attendance disagree with the call, but it's 9-6 Conquerors. Ariel Ross now serving for TCA. .21 aces for Ross as we start play tonight. Nice over-the-head return. And again, Jacobs goes to her knees, digs this one off the floor. Ball still alive. Great defense by the Spartans. This one is set up for Brooks, and she got on top of it and hit it into the net. 9-7 in favor of Trinity Christian. Go to Facebook, search Brady Kinder Foundation, and you can read about all the wonderful things they do to help families, especially with children in need in Jacksonville. That's Robert Kinder Jr. and Amanda Kinder. Of course, they love and appreciate all the support they get, appreciate all the time and the resources donated to them over the past 6 years. Carissa Amon now serving for the Conquerors. Maria King with the hit toward the back of the court. Chased down and kept in play by Bella Gomez. Brooks hits it too strong and out of bounds, and it's a 2-point lead for TCA as St. John's will now serve trailing 10-8. Alyssa Cruz in for Amon on the Conqueror side of the court, and now serving for the Spartans, junior Lauren Mateo. 22 aces as we start play tonight. King is rejected at the net by a team of Ashlyn Anderson and Kinley Hall. That is great double team action right at the net, and the Spartans are within 1. And now Lauren Mateo has a chance to tie it up at 10. Not too many reject Amaria King that easily, but they did. King's attempt this time. The officials are going to talk about that call. And very close. And it's going to go to the Conquerors. 11-9 with Sheridan Beck coming in to serve. Beck ready. She gets the whistle. And that one is off Cruz and out of bounds. The hit from Ashlyn Anderson. Anderson has had herself a really good season. 105 kills as the Spartans enter play tonight. This is their 14th match of the season. Another great teamwork by Bryn White at the front of the net, and she got some help from Emma Gonzalez. That point tied us up at 11. Kinley Hall ready to serve for St. John's. Now with a chance to put her team out in front. Brooks with the tap, and this one is out of bounds. Layla Brooks looking for the sideline, but directed a little bit wide of the stripe, and it's 12-11 in favor of the Spartans. And another point for St. John's, and the Spartans lead 13-11. Kinley Hall with the serve. That one from Brooks is out of bounds, and it's a 3-point St. John's lead. And we have our timeout with the score. St. John's 14, Trinity Christian 11. After tonight's play, Conquerors are going to be back on the home court on Monday, October 4th. That's going to be a rescheduled game from back in August against Flagler Palm Coast. That is senior night this coming Monday, October 4th. The junior varsity will play at the JJVA Festival on Saturday. Opponents and game times are still to be determined. After Monday's senior night, the Swing for the Cure tournament in Orlando will be varsity only on October 8th and 9th. Then the Conquerors have a district match at Bishop Snyder on October 12th, and the regular season finale is right here on the home court against Ridgeview High School on October 14th. For the Spartans, after tonight's match, they are going to play Duval Charter this coming Monday at a neutral site. I do not see where that game will be played, however. Tuesday, it's St. John's at Peniel Baptist. Thursday, the 7th, home against Bishop Snyder. Wednesday, October 13th, St. Francis Catholic in Gainesville. And October 15th, regular season finale against St. Joseph Academy is a home game, and that is point number 15 for the Spartans. If I saw that correctly, Bryn White doing some action at the net once again, and St. John's leads 15-11. Third hit from Carter, over the head, it's good. A diving play by the Spartans. That was Kinley Hall. Here's King. Might have gone out of bounds, but kept in play. And a kill attempt from Anderson. She comes up short. Very good run for St. John's. They were down 10-7. Took a lead 15-11. It's now 15-12. And Trinity's Michaela Markham will serve. Hey, let us know you're watching and where from, as did Miss Jacqueline Malavini, all the way up in Michigan. I see your name on the screen. I'll definitely say hello to you. An unforced error by the Spartans gives the Conquerors the point. It's 15-13, St. John's with the lead. In case you're just joining us, we are still in set number 1. This match started late due to the middle school and the JV durations earlier this evening. King for the kill and a block. Ball still in play, but great job by Bryn White. Kept off the floor. Kinley Hall, Libero in the yellow jersey, but then the hit from Anderson out of bounds. But what a job that freshman Bryn White is doing up front. 15-14, Michaela Markham now serving for Trinity. 92.5 percentage on her serves. And that's a point for the Spartans. King went up, but knocked that one out of bounds, and St. John's leads 16-14. Ashlyn Anderson now serving. That one stays in bounds. The Conquerors are back to within 1. (16-15) St. John's lead, and Amaria King will head back to try to tie things up. King with the serve right towards center court. That one is out of bounds. The attempt by Bryn White, and we're tied up at 16. Josie Dinkins is on the court now for St. John's. Here's Amaria King now serving. Conquerors looking to regain the lead. That one is inbounds, a terrific hit. Kate Jacobs, if I saw that correctly, gives the Spartans back their lead at 1, 17-16. No, that was Emma Gonzalez on that last attempt, and she's now serving. Ariel Ross with the kill, and it goes off Gonzalez, or rather Dinkins, and the point ties us up at 17. Tomorrow night, varsity football at Bowles. The Conquerors and the Bowles. Always a big matchup when those two get together. Both teams undefeated, 5 wins, no losses. Kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Allie Carter now serving, and that one comes up short. Kind of got it off her fingertips, and the Spartans lead 18-17. Joel Milligan and I will have the radio-style broadcast with a pregame show at 7:15 on our audio broadcast channel, mixlr.com. Search Trinity Christian Academy, Jacksonville. That's mixlr.com, Trinity Christian Academy, Jacksonville. Amen with the overhead return. This one is set up for Mateo, and Mateo spikes it down and gets the point. Lauren Mateo, the junior, puts the Spartans ahead by 2. 58 kills coming into tonight's play for Mateo. This is Mateo with the return at Allie Carter. This one's set up. Dantzler to the back of the court. Diving play by Dinkins. Tracked down, and a good job by the Spartans. Ariel Ross with the kill, and it's good. Ariel Ross doing one of her specialties. 78 of those as we entered play tonight, and there she is back at the server's line as well. 21 aces as we started play tonight for Ross, but the point goes to the Spartans, and they lead it now 20-18. Ashlyn Anderson in for Josie Dinkins. And now serving will be freshman Bella Gomez. Ball still up in the air and returned. Anderson to the back, but a little too strong and out of bounds. Conquerors within 1 at 20-19. Carissa Amen now trying to tie things up. St. John's 20, Conquerors 19. And the overhead hit from Kinley Hall makes it a 2-point lead once again. Lauren Mateo now serving for St. John's. King with the kill attempt. That one hit off the ceiling, and that made it difficult on the Spartans. Kate Jacobs blocked the kill attempt, or not officially a block, but defended it, but unfortunately for her and St. John's, up into the rafters, and that's always a tough play after the ball hits, not knowing where it will come down. So Conquerors need one more point to tie. Sheridan Beck will serve. Off the net, a break for the Conquerors, and we're tied at 21. Now Beck has a chance to put the Conquerors out in front. Ross goes down to her knees, keeps that one off the floor. King inbounds, and the Conquerors have come back to take the lead. Well, if the rest of the night goes like this, we are in for a treat. Timeout called by Coach Tracy Livingston with the score, Trinity 22, St. John's 21, set number 1. We'll be back in a minute. Trinity 22, St. John's 21. Sheridan Beck trying to serve up 3 more points. Spartans are not making it easy at all, and they are looking very good. That one, though, goes astray, and the Conquerors lead 23-21. Beck with the serve. Going down low is Kate Jacobs, and a return good. Brooks, unforced error, and she hits that one into the net. It's a 1-point game once again. Now serving for St. John's, Kinley Hall trying to tie it up. King to the back of the court and the point. A diving effort from Mateo. Now the Conquerors are 1 point away from winning a very exciting set number 1. Caleb Markham serving up potential set point. Markham gets the whistle, and she is ready, and a serve. That one goes right at Hall. Set up for Anderson. Here's Amaria King. That one went right at Kate Jacobs. Good bump, set, and a kill attempt. Out of bounds, and the Conquerors win the first set in exciting fashion, 25-22. Well, the Conquerors lead 1-0. We'll have a 3-minute timeout. Get ready for set number 2. You're watching Conquerors Varsity Volleyball on TCA Conquerors Athletics. Set number 2 ready to begin. St. John's will have the first serve. Freshman Bella Gomez gets us back underway. A very exciting seesaw affair in set number 1. St. John's had the lead, I would say, more than the Conquerors did, but Trinity came back to win it 25-22. And the Conquerors get the first point of set number 2. Maggie Gracie Alney checks in and she heads up front. Sheridan Beck also comes back in and she will head back to serve. That third hit, very well played by Ashlyn Anderson. King again trying to get the kill, but Kate Jacobs uses her body as well as her hands. She's played a terrific defensive side on the back end of the court. Layla Brooks goes too long, and we're tied at 1. There aren't any statistics that really measure the way Kate Jacobs has defended against Amaria King on the kill attempts. She's near the back of the court, and she's not afraid to let that ball hit her. If I see Amaria King coming at me like that, Amaria is scoring a point very easily. That tap down from Brooks is a point for the Conquerors. It's 2-1. Michaela Markham tracks down the ball and she'll serve. Conquerors lead 2-1, lead in sets 1-0. And a whistle with the ball still in the air and a double hit violation called against the Spartans. So the Conquerors lead 3-1, and here's Markham once again. King going up, and this time she kept it away from Hall. However, that was Bella Gomez on the defensive side. King again going at Lauren Mateo. And Amaria King, we don't say this very often about her. She's being defended exceptionally well in the backcourt by all the Spartans. That one is a point for the Conquerors as King and Gracie Alney team up. Superhero night. 6 of the Conquerors wearing the Spider-Man jerseys and 6 wearing what looks like the Captain America jerseys. Those are 2 of the favorite superheroes of Brady Kinder. Whistle with the ball in flight. A net violation called against St. John's, and the Conquerors lead 5-1. And here's Markham with the serve, with the Conquerors leading by 4. And the block effort does not work. Bryn White, or check that, Kinley Hall getting the point for the Spartans. It's 5-2 Conquerors. Really nice serve by Hall. King on the dive, but couldn't keep it off the floor inbounds. And it's 5-3. And that serve from Kinley Hall, that had a whole lot of spin to it. Had a whole lot of curving action. I said this during the JV game, like a pitcher throwing a terrific slider. There's King with her kill, and this time she gets the point. In case you missed this announcement earlier, Amaria King came into play tonight with 256 kills. She's already won a Times Union Player of the Week award, student athlete overall in all sports. And King tried to go down for the dig, but forced it out of bounds, and St. John's is within 2 at 6-4. Not too far away from basketball season. The Conquerors will begin practices very soon, if not already. New varsity coach, Cliff Willis, moving up from the JV ranks. That one goes through the curtain rod and the rafter that the rod is hanging from. It did not make contact with anything. so it's okay to stay in play, and the Spartans end up with the point. Anderson with the serve. We are at 6-5 in favor of Trinity. Gracie Alney with the block at the net, but a double hit violation, and that's going to go the Spartans' way to tie us up at 6. Anderson now ready to serve, try to put her team back out in front. Ross with the hit and the point. Tipped at the net off Gonzalez, but the point for the Conquerors. 7-6, Allie Carter back onto the court. Gracie Alney will head off. Carter will now serve. And a block by Hadley Dantzler as Bryn White tried to smash it. Dantzler timed her leap exactly right and got the block and the point for the Conquerors. 8-6, Trinity Christian leads. Gonzalez to the back of the court. King trying to just keep the ball in play, but she made a return. This one is set up for Gonzalez, and a point for the Conquerors. Might have mistimed her leap, and the Conquerors lead 9-6. Allie Carter serving, one of our 5 seniors. We will honor all 5 of them this coming Monday night as the Conquerors play Flagler Palm Coast. That game was originally scheduled back in late August, but because of a necessary cancellation, that game's been rescheduled to this Monday night. So Flagler Palm Coast will be here. We do plan to bring it to you here on TCA Conquerors Athletics Senior Night, as this time out has the Conquerors leading 10-6. In case you missed it, JV Conquerors defeated St. John's 25-18 and 25-20 earlier today. However, the independent middle school conference team fell in straight sets to Providence right here on this court as well. And the Stallions come away with the victory. No surprise there. Those Providence Stallions, always one of the best, especially on the volleyball court, but in pretty much every sport they do. 10-6, Conquerors lead. Timeout coming to end in just a few more seconds. Conquerors are back onto the court, and here come the Spartans. Allie Carter getting ready to serve for TCA. Yeah, she's just waiting for the whistle. Coach Livingston of St. John's still talking things over with the FAR official, and now we are ready to resume. Carter with the jump serve. Third hit from Gonzalez is good. Ross inbounds, and the Conquerors lead 11-6. Ariel Ross and Amaria King, freshmen on this team. Michaela Markham, a sophomore. So even though we have 5 seniors, we hate to see them leave, but they're going to graduate. This Conquerors team, and then you watch their junior varsity team play as well, they're going to stay good for a very long time. That one out of bounds, and Trinity leads 12-6. We're in set number 2. Conquerors lead 1-0. Carter looking to extend the lead, but she hits this one right into the nylon. Point for St. John's. It's 12-7. Emma Gonzalez, one of the 2 seniors for St. John's. She and Kinley Hall enjoying their final season on the court and their final school year in the classroom. Congratulations to Emma Gonzalez and Kinley Hall. Block attempt goes astray, and if I saw that right, it was Lauren Mateo. And it's 12-8. Of course, a look at the video verifies it was Lauren Mateo. King, a nice overhead return. There's Mateo with the kill attempt again, and it's good. Amon with the block attempt that goes off her and out of bounds, and the Spartans trailed by 6 a moment ago. They've cut it in half. It's 12-9. And Emma Gonzalez is still serving. And Ross finds open hardwood over near the corner. That breaks the momentum, at least for the time being, and the Conquerors lead 13-9. Allie Desguin now onto the court for St. John's. Gonzalez heads off to make room. Ariel Ross ready, and here's the serve. Layla Brooks to the center of the court. Third hit, returned nicely from White. Amon's attempt toward the back of the court, and again, Kate Jacobs playing terrific defense. There's Amon, tips off of White. The tip at the net does not count. Carter from the side, keeping this one going. This one is set up for King, but it's out of bounds. Excellent play by both teams, but St. John's gets the point and pulls to within 3. Kate Jacobs now serving for the Spartans. And that one is on the floor, and the Conquerors get the point back, lead 14-10. Carissa Amon serving. And her serve is too strong and almost into the concession stand. Ball not quite thirsty just yet. We've seen it go in there many times. 3-point lead for the Spartans. Or check that for the Conquerors. Spartans trying to cut into it. It's 14-11. Bella Gomez serving. Dantzler went into the net, so that's a point for St. John's. Conquerors lead 14-12. And that one is good from King, a deflection from Anderson, but Conquerors get that point and reopen their 3-point lead. Sheridan Beck back onto the court. Maggie Gracialny as well, and Beck will serve. Ball deflected at the net, but Brooks is able to make the return after a couple of tips. Anderson is blocked by Gracialny and Amaria King. So the Conquerors get the point and lead by 4. They led by 6 not long ago. St. John's cut it down to 2. The lead is now 4. That was Gracialny at the net. Maria King to the backcourt and inbounds. So the point for the Conquerors, it is 17-12. Credit Maggie Gracialny keeping that ball in play. And then Amaria King eventually getting the point. Timeout with the score. Trinity 17, St. John's 12. Back in a moment. 17-12, Conquerors lead in set number 2, and Trinity leads 1-0, having won the first one 25-22. Sheridan Beck is waiting for the whistle, and there it is, and she is ready to resume play. Anderson is blocked at the net. However, the Conquerors could not make the return. 17-13, heading back to serve is Lauren Mateo, and Emma Gonzalez checks in for Allie Desguin. And Mateo with the serve. Cruz goes down low, set up for King. Tip and a point for the Conquerors. Good effort by Jacobs. She couldn't quite reach it, and the Conquerors have regained their 5-point lead. Michaela Markham in and heading back to serve. Sheridan Beck has a seat. And Markham with a good line drive serve, but defended by Jacobs. And then Ashlyn Anderson with the kill. We told you earlier, Ashlyn Anderson has over 100 kills on the season. She's picked up a few tonight. It's probably well past 110 by now. Kinley Hall now serving, trying to cut the 4-point deficit. That ball was tipped at the net from White, and Ross scores a point, and the Conquerors lead 19-14. Amaria King will try to hit that 20-point mark. Alyssa Cruz out. Carissa Amon in. There's Anderson, but she goes too long and out of bounds, and the Conquerors have hit that 20-point mark and lead it 20-14. King gets the whistle and the serve. Anderson found open court. Carter's dive attempt comes up short, 20-15. Anderson goes back to serve. That serve too strong and out of bounds, and the Conquerors are 4 points away from taking a commanding lead at 2-0. Carter ready, she gets the whistle. This one's set up for Ross, and it's good. Ariel Ross doing her specialty, getting the Conquerors 3 points away from winning set number 2. And Allie Carter will try to serve up those final 3 points. In White to the back of the court. Breaks the Conquerors' momentum, gets the point for St. John's. It's 22-16. Conquerors still need just 3 more points. St. John's is very capable of rattling off 6 or 7 in a row. We've seen them fight hard and take leads all night long. Off the rafters, onto the floor, and a tough break for the Conquerors, and a point for St. John's. And Allie Carter did all she could, and she laughs that one off. 22-17 is our score. Emma Gonzalez serves too strong, out of bounds, and now the Conquerors need just 2 more points. Layla Brooks will come in for Michaela Markham, and Ariel Ross will try to serve up those 2 points. Everybody ready, and Ross delivers. Chased down by Gomez, and Ross chases this one down, but it is outside the post. So the Spartans get the point. They still trail by 5. Desguin comes in for White and the serve into the net. And now the Conquerors have set point. Carissa Amon will try to finish this one off and give the Conquerors a 2-0 lead. That one is out of bounds. A hit from Kinley Hall. Nope, the official says it was tipped, so St. John's gets the point. My view a little obstructed by the officials' tower. So it is 24-19, and Bella Gomez will try to pull the Spartans even closer. Dantzler is good. The point, the hit off Bella Gomez, and the kill for Hadley Dantzler. So the final score, set number 2, Trinity 25, St. John's 19. Hadley Dantzler had 59 kills coming into tonight's play, and one right there gives the Conquerors a 2-0 lead. We'll take our 3-minute timeout and get ready for set number 3 here on TCA Conquerors Athletics. The Conquerors will try to finish the match in straight sets. St. John's wants to win this one to keep it going. 25-22 in set 1, 25-19 in set 2. They weren't easy. These Spartans came to play, and playing very well they are doing, especially on the defensive side, Kate Jacobs, and the attacking from Lauren Mateo, Bryn White, and especially Ashlyn Anderson. Conquerors, though, won the first 2 sets. Amaria King and Ariel Ross doing what they do best, attacking and getting the kills. Maggie Gracialny and Layla Brooks, along with Amaria King, doing some great work at the net on the blocks. And starting set number 3 will be Alyssa Cruz. That ball was tipped at the net. And the first point of set 3 scored by Kinley Hall. Lauren Mateo now serving with the Spartans leading 1-0. That one too strong and out of bounds. And we're tied up at 1. Monday night, St. John's plays Duval Charter. And Monday night, Conquerors are home for senior night against Flagler Palm Coast. Block attempt, no good. And Ashlyn Anderson, she's done that all night long. Scores a point for St. John's, and the Spartans lead it 2-1. Kinley Hall now serving. And that one is out of bounds. It hit the post over on the far side. We've mentioned about the blocking by the Conquerors tonight. Maggie Gracialny has 15 solo blocks on the season as we enter play tonight. Hadley Dantzler, 40. Gracialny has done a terrific job at the net. Dantzler's gotten a few blocks and kills already tonight as well. And a double hit violation called against St. John's, and that gives the Conquerors a 3-2 lead. Kayla Markham now serving for TCA. And a good shot just inside the line from Anderson. That ties us up at 3. One of the hardest hit balls we've seen so far tonight, and perfectly placed just inches inside the line. Clearly inbounds, however. Anderson now ready to serve. And that one sent toward the back from Sheridan Beck, and the Conquerors lead 4-3. And a young lady tracks that one down and makes a really good throw back to the players. Amaria King with the serve. And that one from White, just a little too strong. Conquerors lead 5-3. King now looking to extend a current 2-point lead. There's Ariel Ross. And defended, tipped at the net, then bumped back into play. But the hit attempt out of bounds from Emma Gonzalez. We mentioned senior night this coming Monday. Sheridan Beck, Carissa Amon, Allie Carter, Maya King, and Layla Brooks. We'll be honoring those. They will still have one more home game, but their senior night is this coming Monday. That one goes out of bounds, and the Conquerors lead 7-3. Amaria King now serving. And King gets the ace, and the Conquerors lead 8-3. And we have a timeout with the score, Trinity Christian 8 and St. John's 3. Jacksonville Jaguars up in Cincinnati. That game about ready to kick off. Think the Jaguars can pull one off tonight. Looking for their first win under Coach Urban Meyer and with quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Go Jaguars, bring home the W. 8-3, Conquerors lead. Timeout coming to end any second now. Spartans are already back onto the court, and here come the Conquerors. Of course, tomorrow night, varsity football at Bowles. That's going to be one of the biggest games in the entire state of Florida. Here's King with the serve and the ace. Maria King had 28 aces as we started play tonight. She just got 2 in a row. Conquerors lead 9-3. That one too strong, and the Conquerors still lead, though, 9-4, as St. John's gets the point and the serve. Emma Gonzalez back at the line. Tipped up front. Amon with the return, but out of bounds. 9-5, Conquerors lead. Gonzalez hits this one right into the net. Trinity gets the point and gets back a 5-point lead. Allie Desguin on the court now for St. John's. Emma Gonzalez heads off. And for the Conquerors, substitution. Nope, substitution called back. And now Coach Dow will make a substitution. Hadley Dantzler will check in. Sheridan Beck comes out. And Allie Carter is getting ready to serve. Conquerors lead 10-5, and they lead in sets 2-0. 25-22, 25-19. White is blocked at the net by Hadley Dantzler, and the Conquerors have gotten back their 6-point lead. They led 9-3. St. John's got a couple of points, and then Trinity put it back up to 6 at 11-5. Official on the far side checking things over at the scorer's table, and now we're ready. Carter gets her whistle and the serve. Ball in flight, whistle, and a violation against the Spartans. And the Conquerors lead 12-5. Allie Carter ready to serve. Conquerors lead by 7, now make it 6 as that one goes into the net. Kinley Hall back onto the court. Bryn White heads off, and getting ready to serve will be sophomore Kate Jacobs. Hadley Dantzler with the kill, and the Conquerors lead 13-6. That is a freshman you're looking at, Hadley Dantzler, along with Ariel Ross and Amaria King. Sophomore Michaela Markham. Again, this team is going to stay good for many more years. Another point for the Conquerors, who lead now 14-6. Ariel Ross with the serve. Mateo could not get it over, and Trinity has opened up a 9-point lead. Mateo once again, and the tip at the net goes out of bounds. (15-7), Trinity still leads. Allie Desguin back on the court for St. John's. That's Amaria King with the dive, keeping it off the floor. Anderson is tipped, and the ball still in play. Amon blocked, but Amon makes a beautiful sidearm return. Anderson's hit too strong and out of bounds, and the Conquerors lead 16-7. Again, they're trying to finish this match in 3. Here is Carissa Amon, one of our seniors. Carter playing defense. Maria King, that one is out of bounds. She just tried to place it inside the line and knocked it just a little wide to the left. 16-8, Conquerors lead. That's Maya King going toward the back of the court. Gonzalez defended by Carter. Now set up for Amaria. And this one is out of bounds, however, and it is tipped at the net is what the official says, and the Conquerors get the point, 17-8. Again, I have a slightly obstructed view with the officials' tower, so didn't see the tip, and the Conquerors lead 17-8 with Beck serving. Maya King deflected at the net, but the Spartans keep it in play. Anderson is blocked. Amaria King and Gracie Alney teaming up once again right at the net. (18-8), a 10-point lead for the Conquerors. Biggest lead either team has had tonight. That one is out of bounds from Kinley Hall, and Trinity is 6 points away from finishing the match. Sheridan Beck now serving for the Conquerors. Here's Amaria King, and defended by Jacobs. And the Conquerors get the point. Another ball off the ceiling, and it's 20-8. Anderson once again blocked at the net. Gracie Alney and King team up again, and the Conquerors need 4 more points to finish off the match. Beck with the serve. That one is inbounds, right inside the line. That was Emma Gonzalez scoring the point. Spartans need to rally, however. Conquerors lead 21-9. Kinley Hall now serving for St. John's. Ross chases that one down, and Carews makes the return. White tipped at the net. Maya King. And the Spartans get the point. 21-10 in favor of TCA. Kinley Hall once again serving for St. John's. That one off the net, but Amaria King is able to keep the ball off the floor. And the unforced error makes it a 10-point margin. Hall with the serve. That one would have landed out of bounds, but Beck kept it in play. White with the kill attempt. Cruz bumps it up into the air. Ball still alive. King toward the back of the court. And the point for the Conquerors. 22-11. Trinity needs 3 more points to win the match. And trying to serve them up will be sophomore Michaela Markham. Cruz sends this one up front. Gracie Alney, tap over. Bump set, and a spike from Anderson, and this is good. Ashlyn Anderson has gotten a number of kills. I don't have the totals, but she's been all over the attacking of the net. That one might have hit right on top of the line. It was in bounds. That line counts. I always wondered in baseball why they call it the foul line when if the ball hits it, it's a fair ball. Conquerors get the point on a double hit violation and need just 2 more. Amaria King will try to serve them up. And King with the serve. Chased down by Amon and returned from Gracie Alney. Beck with the return. Jacobs bumps it up. White, good overhead shot to keep the ball alive. Carissa Amon unable to get it over, and the Spartans get the point. 10-point deficit that the Spartans have to try to cut into. It's 23-13. And that attempt from Mateo is out of bounds, and Trinity now has the potential match point. Allie Carter will try to finish this one off right here. That one is out of bounds, and that's the ball game. Final score in set 3, Conquerors 25, Spartans 13. Trinity wins the match 3-0. The Conquerors are now 12-4 on the season. St. John's having a terrific season themselves, now 10-4. Both teams play again Monday night. It is St. John's against Duval Charter and Trinity Christian against Flagler Palm Coast. Well, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Trinity Christian Academy JV and Varsity Volleyball. For Dean Bureau on camera, head coach Crystal Dow, Principal Dr. Robert Kinder Sr., Miss Amanda Kinder, and the Brady Kinder Foundation, I'm Ray Bureau. Good night, and God bless you from